Welcome everyone to another video in our Bryan Fundamentals series where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. So, that being said, thanks Mellow Man. With that being said, yesterday, if y'all were watching, we actually had some pretty good news. So let me show you this, I'll show you this replay here on number 6. You'll see that we actually hit Tekken God for the first time, which was like super awesome. Very excited about it, and we almost promptly lost it. Partially because we hit a lot of Xiaoyus, and we lost pretty much every single one. Now, this is not meant to be like... This is not meant to be a complaint about the Xiaoyu matchup. I will say that Xiaoyu is probably... It feels like Xiaoyu is one of Bryan's worst matchups. I think Steve is Bryan's worst matchup because of the speed that he has. He has faster counter hits, and lots of pokes, so he's able to rush down Bryan while also counter hitting better than him. So I think Steve is still the worst matchup for Bryan. But I think Xiaoyu and Zafina probably come very close. And I think Xiaoyu feels worse to me, but that could just be a knowledge issue. Now, because of this, we also realized that there are a lot of Xiaoyus in this area of ranked, and so tackling this matchup and understanding how to beat it will be key, I think, to our progression. I think that, I am willing to have my mind changed, but I feel like these ranks are where we've gotten good. We've gotten pretty decent at playing our own character and implementing our own character, but I think that, Xiaoyu, Zafina, and Nina are Bryan's worst matchups, yes, and I would add Steve to that list. But even though Steve himself struggles in this game, from what I understand. But with that being said, I think we were hitting the point where matchup knowledge is very important. And I think it's very clear when we play, because we'll play against some characters that we're very familiar with. I'll use an example like Dragunov or Paul, right? Dragunov is very strong though, but I'll use Paul as an example where it's we just kind of know what Paul's doing. We know what he's trying to do. We know what the mind game is. We know to look for shoulders, stuff like that. And being able to have that knowledge going into it is very key at this point, because it kind of establishes what you're scouting for in the first place. So, because we've talked about using down fours as our scouting tools and using that to figure out what our opponent likes to do so that we can blow it up. If we have no idea what our opponent's character even does, I think that becomes very difficult to do. So that being said, we are going to kind of out of schedule do a Xiaoyu labbing stream today. It's going to be a little bit more targeted, though, less of a, I'm going to sit down and lab this entire character and every single move on the move list, and instead we're going to go through some replays, take notes on what's happening. We'll do some, we'll go through the whole process on the stream today. So we're going to be looking at our replays, we're going to be labbing the moves when we get into the practice mode, we're going to be practicing some reactions to these moves so that we can get better at taking our turn back in a way that might be safer, and also just kind of understanding what is the mix-up. There's going to be a lot of notes, and honestly, I'm just going to, playing games would be great too, but rank's a little bit inconsistent. We will jump into ranked if we run out of things to do, but if anyone in the chat wants to play Xiaoyu against me, you got an open invitation towards the end of the stream to come play with me, so that's another way to learn. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into these matches. So I would say that looking at these opponents that we played against, I would say that this Tekken God Xiaoyu played more what's the word? Refined mashing is probably the word I would use. Very thought out, traps and knowledge checks and stuff like that. I'd say that this Xiaoyu here played a little bit more of a party style, and because of that, I want to watch these first. I'm a little bit surprised that I didn't play them another time. I expected to see at least one more, because I thought they 2-0'd me, and it just doesn't seem like it. So we'll just go ahead and not worry about it, and jump into these matches first. Mayashi, how's it going? So I'm going to play the replay, display the tips for the left side, and it will give us punishment. It should be giving us punishment suggestions, which is good, because we want to be told what to do in these situations as well. So these are my Devil Gen notes. These are my Devil Gen notes. We'll go through this one. Alright, so immediately she starts with this move, right? This move is a very common thing that Xiaoyu's will do to try and catch you. So what I want to start by doing is just go to the beginning, which is kind of crazy that we can't just... let's go to the beginning of this round and take control of player 1. And I just want to see what this is on block. -8. Pretty good move. So we're going to go ahead and pull up Xiaoyu notes. Xiaoyu. And I'm just going to say, call this like AOP mid launcher. -8 on block. I wonder, that probably means we can, and it was a mid. Okay. Some of this is going to be like, oh great, we don't really have anything we can do there, but at least we're kind of, what's the word, like confirming what's happening there, so that we don't have a lot of doubts when we're playing against it. So, what happened there? I don't even know. Let's try and break it down. Let's go back to the first round, and we'll try and break things down a little bit. So let's go a little bit forward to the end of this combo. So she does this low on her wake up, on our Oki. I want to see what is the frames of that on block. -13. So what was that low? Like down 4 maybe? That was probably down 4. We're gonna put that down here. I'm gonna put her lows into a section here. So lows, down 4, -13. Side set 4. Side set 4. Counter hit launcher. Counter hit launcher -13 on block. That's pretty good. Thank you, Wicked Maiden. Alright. Let me take this off for a second. So it's +2 for us. So it's actually -2 on hit. We got to keep that in mind. It's not really a big deal because she can probably go into like stances and stuff. Notice how she pressed anyway. I wonder, huh? So if I took control of this of my character right now. Wow, see, I tried to do jabs there, and she jab crushed us. You have to do a mid. You see this? Look, I do a jab, and it goes under. It goes, yeah, she goes under it. Okay, good to know. But how fast was that move that she just did? How fast is that move? It's really hard to see. But given that we stuffed it with our forward 3, it probably is like 16 to 18 frames fast. Let's actually try it. We can actually figure this out. So our back 1 there is not hitting, but this is hitting, which is 18 frames, so it's slower than 16 frames. That's hitting. Do we have anything else that's even slower? So that means that if it can beat us out at 20 frames fast, that means that her move is faster than, it's like faster than 18. But if we're beating her with a 18 frame move, dang it, I'm getting mixed up. So at +2, this 20 frame move comes out at 18 frames, and the 18 frame moves comes out at 16 frames. So it's between 16 and 18. That move is I-17. So it's just like, I don't even know what that move is, but it's 17 frames. So what she did here is like, looks like she did like up 1+2 maybe, or side step 1+2. So up, sidestep, 1+2, high crush, mid launcher, what the heck, and I-17, I think. So, because of that, it's not a fast move. We can actually just use forward 3 to try and catch her, and we can even use probably 3+4 to try and catch that. NCC punishable on last hit, but you can cancel the last hit into back turn. Up forward 1+2, 2-1. Okay, up forward 1+2, 2-1. She's got some weird inputs. Up forward 1+2, 2-1. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's I-17 from what I can, like, what we've mathed out in that situation. And then what is it? What's the block on it? Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Yeah, because she can cancel the first, like, kind of overhead into back turn. You're right. Okay. Cool. But yeah, this is sort of what we're figuring out. Is like, oh, some of her stuff is slow. Some of her stuff is not that, you know. And that's what we're going to use to, like, figure this out, right? So, okay. That's what happened here. She's doing something. Okay, so this is a stance transition move, right? Puts her into Hypnotist, and she immediately goes for this low. And then presses something afterwards. Okay. So what she did was basically Hypnotist pressure. We're gonna cover Hypnotist all on its own, I think, because I don't think it's as useful to figure out within the match, within the replay probably. But we will just throw like a little thing, like at the bottom here, like Hypnotist. And at least we'll recognize stuff when we see it. Wait, does that work? Oh, she wants me to do 1, 2, 4? Does that work every time? I thought she can punch parry in this game. I thought she can punch parry in this game. Let's lab Cali roll. Cali roll 3+4. Because I thought punishable. Because I don't know if this is punishable. It might be changed in Tekken 8. That's just 10 string. I'm not as worried about the 10 string yet. Alright. She can, but the window is funky. Okay. Alright, so what happened here? So she gets us to the wall. Immediately goes in Hypnotist for the low, I think. And immediately goes... She's done this twice now. I actually want to... So I'm going to point out this basically like low into orbital. Like orbital. I don't know, you know, what are the frames or what is... You know, but we'll lab that in a second. But just like... We've seen her do that twice as far as like a trick, so I want to replicate that in the lab. Low into orbital into knockdown. So low, orbital, or like I don't know what you want to call that, and then knockdown low. And then the throw was pretty good. Gotcha, thanks, Wiccan Maiden. We got really lucky with this smash. I don't even know what she was doing. Like, I don't even know what it was. Okay, so that is 4-3. We'll just keep that in mind. I guess I'll put it on punishment notes or something. Like AOP... What was that? AOP 2-1, probably. And you can cancel that into back turn. That makes sense as well. I think a lot of... And this was... Oh, this is minus 13. Someone told me this is launch. This one. So this is actually minus 13. So Power Crush is minus 13. Alright. Was that a Snake Edge that she just did? Yes. Alright, so we need to know what our Snake Edge is too. Snake Edge. What was her input that she did for it though? This is round 5. Give me the Snake Edge input. Like, might just be down for 3. Snake Edge. Alright. Because being able to see those Snake Edges will help. A cancelable Snake Edge. I knew about that. Yeah. So we'll get into it. It's scary. Wait. Yeah. Oh, you just jet. Yeah. So Power Crushes, I think, typically are at least minus 13 in this game if they're mid. That's like the pattern that I thought, like the rule, so to speak. But you know, I could be wrong. Okay. Unfortunate with that. So how did she? Let's look at the end of that round because I wanted to see what happened. I want to see what happened at the very end there.
Round 1. Fight.
Switch rounds with Y. Go to round 5. Go to near the end of the round. So she does this shoulder here. Does something. Does that into Hypnotist. Presses that move. Okay, so she does Hypnotist into the mid. And then goes into AOP to, like, catch us. Mid, like, Heat Engager, maybe? Into AOP. And I want to see what were the frames of it when she did it. -4. Does a -4 move into AOP? Okay, cool. 4-2-1. 4-2-1 into Hypnotist was the beginning part. Cool. We will now continue to the next replay. Alright, so this one I know we did manage to win. So this will be a little bit heartening. But at the same time, I think I think they busted out more stuff at this point. I didn't realize they were still one and dunning us, like, that whole time. That's the other thing with Xiaoyu, that's like, as an aside with Xiaoyu when you play against them unranked, this does not apply to every Xiaoyu player. But being able to beat them, Xiaoyu is a knowledge check character, a gotcha character, can be played that way, and because of that, you need to be able to handle this stuff game 1. You have to beat them game 1 because a lot of them are going to leave. So that's another thing to keep in mind. It's like you kind of have to, you don't really get a chance to learn the matchup, you know, like warm up or whatever in the first game. You got to beat them the first game, otherwise they're going to leave. Snake Edge again. See, I didn't even realize I was being Snake Edge. That's crazy. Alright. That slide, I didn't know I could launch that, but I was pretty overwhelmed, I think. So I didn't launch it. You'll notice that one thing that was getting us actually a lot of mileage here was that we were just playing kind of further away from them. And I think that's something important to point out, is that, like, we kind of struggle in the matchup if we're too close to her. Did she run up and... does a reset here of some kind, and then immediately does the snake edge. Okay. How did she launch me? Just like double mid. Okay. But she's got this mid wall splat option, so we're gonna put that in here. Like mid wall splat, M high wall splat option. We'll figure it out what it was. It looks like it was down forward 1, down forward 2, 3 plus 4. I'm gonna put down forward 2, 3 plus 4. Yeah. Yes, that's kind of why I pointed it out, because I realized it was a mid-high, so if she's looking for it, we can duck it and blow them up, basically. Golden rule against Xiaoyu is that you don't have any plus frames, and she doesn't have any negative frames, because she can AOP duck 90% of the move list in the game. Exactly. Mellow Man, I still need to watch it, but I know what you're talking about, and it's, I kind of believe it. I think she and Feng kind of fall in that category, and Zafina for that matter, but I think Xiaoyu is, like, the pinnacle of that style, for sure. Yeah, just like, I'm not gonna let you do what you're doing. And blue is very good in Magic, too, so it's a very competitive color. That was very lucky sidestep. We need to get better at our off-axis combos, though. Nice. Rajar from that distance is crazy. But yeah, let's go to the next round then. That was a pretty lucky orbital. A lot of stuff, AOP's just going to go under it. Oops. What is she... Wait a minute. What happened here? Down 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna put that on here. Down 3, 4. Low, high. That looks like a low, high. AOP duck is beyond crazy. Might as well turn intangible. Yeah, that's true. That down forward heat engager, if you block that, is jet up or punish. You always look for that. Was that earlier in this round? Down forward. We'll just put it down. We'll put it in the notes, regardless. I don't know where we saw it, but we'll put it in the notes. Down forward 4, 2 heat engager. Yeah, exactly. See, there's just like so much here for us to like get better at. Oh, is that what it was? Wait, no, that was something else. What does she do here? She comes up and she does... Oh, okay. We got really lucky on that deck. I have no idea what I was, like, imagining there. We'll talk a little bit about Cali Roll. Cali Roll is not actually the thing that scares me the most about this character, because I kind of figured out a plan that I liked with Cali Roll in 7, and it seems to have been relatively unchanged in this game, aside from figuring out what is the actual punish of 3+4. Does the Power Crush. She did like a back turn shoulder here or something, right? Was this on normal hit? Yeah, counter hit, okay. That's down back 3-4. Down, back, 3-4. Okay. So, down, back, 3-4. Got it. Again, she did that move. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of, like... Oh, you know what? This is what we talked about earlier. This is the wall splat move. She's just using it in neutral. Okay. Snake Edge. Yep, she's just going wild. You see this? Like, this was us getting bullied, and we had no idea how badly we were being bullied. And then she did, down... Ugh. I don't know what that one was, but either way. Wait, how did she get into that? Ah, okay. She did, yeah, she did the AOP 1-2 or 2-1, cancels the second hit, goes in the back turn, and catches us with Cali Roll. Because like we were talking about, this was the, oh, maybe you're going to punish, maybe you're going to challenge or mash, so they're going to catch us. Wait, that Hypnotist low is only minus 13? I've heard of this. Maybe this is a heat thing, but that's crazy. Wicked, I can only imagine. I think one of the reasons why this matchup feels like atrocious for Bryan, in particular, is that Bryan is a character, this is my guess, right? Bryan is a character that it has very strong highs, very strong and linear highs, that he supplements with very strong mids that he uses to force you to take the highs and stop ducking. And I think that's why we've been playing down 4 this whole time, which is like, you can't just duck the down 4s, his mids are that good. And then Xiaoyu ducks our mids with AOP, and now all of a sudden, the foundation of Bryan's neutral, which is supposed to be strong mids that keep your opponent kind of locked down, has been shattered because AOP invalidates those moves. So now you're stuck with probably like 5% of your move list, like really just down 4s for the most part, as like, because you've lost your mid poking. Bryan has almost zero reliable mid poking that I know of, like, in this matchup. I think Jimmy J. Tran has very good movement, and this is from Tekken 7 matches that I watched, but like, his mid poke against Xiaoyu is down back 2. That's his mid poke. It's like, it floats some, but like, that's his mid poke, and it's kind of crazy. I was watching Dogma, a pretty good Bryan player too, like very good Bryan player obviously, but he was getting so mad at this matchup, and as well, and his chat kind of trolled him. They said, I think your mid option is quarter circle back 4. I think soccer kick is your mid poke. And he tried it when she tried to pull something, and he just like, all right, I'll just use soccer kick to poke you here, and it landed. And he was like, I guess you're right, chat. But it was just like, great, my mid poking option that's consistent is minus 12. Perfect. I think it's like, I think that's like really the struggle of this matchup, is that we don't have good mids, and I think that's why the answer probably lands somewhere in the range of, I'm just not going to engage. I'm going to play far away. And I think it was the same answer for Steve. It's like, I can't beat you up close. We're going to beat you out from far away. And the good news here, the kind of the silver lining, is that we've been practicing playing that way for a while now. So we could just play lane with very long range down 4s and approach the matchup just pissing them off, basically. And maybe that would work, right? Wait, down back 2's not as consistent in this game? Oh my gosh. And Slow Xiaoyu's in the chat. I have seen you, and I know that everything you have to say here is going to be very useful given your name. Your time has come. So gotta watch out for Cali Roll after back 2 and 1 down 2. Okay, I'm going to put those down here. I don't even know, like, I need a Cali Roll section to be honest, but like, Cali Roll. Back 2 into Cali. 1 down 2 into Cali. We'll probably start splitting some of this stuff out into their own notes in a second, but for now it's okay. Okay, so anyway, that was minus 13 apparently, at least when she's in heat. Look at this mashing! It's crazy. That was the only reason we won here. She was just constantly mashing, trying to end the match. Actually messed up that combo, which was very scary. Oh, that version is, funnily enough, the 10 frames, this 10 string of that version is, not launched. Wait, it is. I'm just an idiot. That's really funny. And we managed to tag her here. We only won because they slowed down. Gotcha. So it's like down back to... I'm using old tech. Okay. Well, for now, we should go into practice mode. Because we've learned some stuff from this Xiaoyu, and we should go into practice mode. So let's... my plan here... We're going to be on left side for the sake of clarity here. But my plan is going to be just like pull some stuff from her move list that we were... Not her move list, from these notes. And figure out what we're going to do... What we're going to do to punish it for some of these. And then we're going to react to these. And we're going to start building some of these reactions.
Get ready for the next battle.
So... Let the training begin. So if we... pull up our notes here, right? And this is not the... I'll turn off the screen for a second so that's not totally illegible. We have AOP mid-launcher, which we talked about. We just can't... we can't punish that. Up forward 1+2 to 1 is... I think... We'll look at it. We'll look at that move. Cali roll 3+4. Let's start with Cali roll 3+4 because I want to confirm if this actually works, right? So, what is her punch parry in this situation, I wonder? And I'll turn this off so we can see. We actually hate this part of the game. So glad I'm doing it. You just like to play and mash buttons. This is helpful. That's good. You do need to practice, though. Like, unfortunately, some of it, you do need to, like, practice your reactions. Because some of it, you're not just going to be able to do it because you know it. Which of these is punch parry? I don't know which one it is. Let's look at her actual... punch parries, I'm assuming that they have. It should have a reversal or something. Throws. Attack reversal. Time with opponent's punch. Down forward 1+2. Okay, back 1+3 or back 1+3 or back 2+4. So it's going to be something like that or that. Oh, they're different? I don't know which one it is, so let's do, how do I, I'm a Xiaoyu main now. Okay, so. Wait, what? Oh, that way, okay. Learning how this works. So we're gonna go into back turn, do Cali roll into the thing, and we're gonna try and, punch parry afterwards. What? Oh, it's... You have to hold forward. That's what's going on. Mellow Man, thank you so much for the subscription.
Basics when?
Right now. That's what we're trying to do. You gotta leave the lab and play the game eventually. I agree with that. What the heck? Oh, it's like the input. Sorry, I'm getting really like thrown off by this because the input's very strange. You kind of... I guess I'll just mash it out, like that'll be easier, because I'm trying to like get the timing, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so that's what I just did. I did a punch parry afterwards, right? Oh, actually it worked. But that one doesn't. Ah, see? That's why. Okay. Wait, what? So if you're really fast, you can get it. Even if she goes into AOP, probably? Haha. The part 1, the Bryan matchup. That's fair. Does Xiaoyu have a full grab? Mash through 3+4. Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. So that's actually pretty good to know. So we can actually 1, 2, 4 that. Cali roll 3 plus 4 punishable. Yes, 1, 2, 4 punishable. And I guess that's like consistent, which is great. Yeah, you got to be quick. But now that we know, right? Then now we know. Well, Mellow Man, this is the beginning of it. But yes, I get you. Part 1, the Bryan matchup, indeed. All right, so we know about Cali roll. AOP 2-1. We just talked about this move, right? Like this was Wait, what? That's not AOP. Is this one? So this is the heat engager, right? But she can go like, oh. Yeah, see, so you can do some pretty crazy stuff here where you can go like, instead of doing this, you can do whatever I did for the cancel there. Like, I don't even know, like, oh yeah, like that. For example, you can do like, something like that. You can do, or a sidestep even, like that would be pretty crazy. So it's a scary move to deal with, but we have to be thinking about, basically, yeah. Or even, like this, you know, which we said was, something like, oh. I don't know how to get the rest of it out, but it was 1 plus 2 up forward 1 plus 2 2 1. Oh, wait, what? Up forward 1 plus 2 2 1. Oh, those are different moves. These are different moves. I had no idea. Is that even a good move? Probably not. She does this a lot. I can answer your question, Mello. What are her throws? So you have generic throws. We have arm flip. These are from left side and behind, so these don't count. So she has a 1 plus 2, a 2, a 1 plus 2, a regular throw, a 1 plus 2, and anything. So she has 1 plus 2 and 2. That's what she's got, from what I'm seeing. No, Wicked Maiden, you're right. I was just, I didn't realize you can't do it out of back turn. I thought this was a back turn move, but it's not a back turn move. Like this is not the same as this. Or is not the same as this. But yes, you're right, it is up. It is up, not up forward. Okay. Alright, so... And then we talked about down for 2, 3, 4. Which apparently we've got another option. Oh, just down for 2, 3. Yeah, it's just down for 2, 3. We were basing it off of what we saw in their inputs. So down for 2, 3. So I'm gonna star the ones that I want to be practicing for a second here. So that one we want to star. The Power Crush we probably want to star. I don't know what the but it comes out of just a regular stance, like just her basic stance. So at least it's easier to find. It's probably this one here. Up back 4. Up back 4. Yes, it looks like it. Wait. Yeah, this one. Okay. So up back 4. This is not that good, but actually no, it's 22 frames. So we want this one. Up back 4. What a weird input. We want to do that one. AOP mid launcher. What else do we want to do? Down 4-2. What was this again? That seems probably the wrong move. I feel like we can prime this from the move list. Back 4-1. Probably. There it is. Okay. You got destroyed by that, Mello? Yeah, for sure. Wait, really? Can we punish that power crush with a special grab? You should be able to, as long as the grab is fast enough. So let's see. We'll check in a second. But this is back for 1. I think. And then, so we're going to try and do this one. And then we have sidestep. We'll do the lows as their own thing, but the snake edge, down forward 3. This one, we have a few things we want to test. The first one is, like, can she do, basically, what happens if I do that, right? So, let's try it. Because this is going to be, like, I feel like the fastest thing that she can do. Oh, okay. I don't know. Like, what else can she do in that back turn that's, like, really good? Maybe, like... Or something like, maybe... Something like this? Maybe? Well, that picks it up, too. So I don't really know what we're trying to do, but... Does back turn have any power crushes? Maybe that's the next thing that I'm going to be looking at. Or even just back turn. What's the fastest move they've got out of back turn? No power crushes. But maybe we can do just like back turn 4 or something. Cowley roll? Okay. Okay, we can try that. So... something like this. We'll try that. What happens here? Well, that's better than nothing. But it's scary. Ha! Jeez. I don't know. Let's see. Shuriman, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's, hopefully we can make this matchup a little bit less bad, so that's the goal today. So what I want to see here is what type of launch can we get? Looks like both work. Also want to see what the timing of it is, because it's like, see, like if I do it with the same timing, it doesn't work. But this does. So maybe the option sec is we do this. Because what I'm thinking is like I'm trying to like not get called out by that, right? So that's kind of the idea. Down 1+3 is slightly faster from back turn. Hold back after that low parry doesn't land. After if that low parry doesn't land. A lot of Xiaoyus do that. Down 1+3. Let's see this. So in back turn you do. What is that move? Oh, is that another parry? Interesting. Oh, it's a throw. No, it's a just kidding. Like that. Okay. Something like this. I want to see what it. Really? I mean, I believe you, but like, what's the window? It doesn't seem like a very long window. It looks like a parry. Down 1+3. Oh, I guess it's a low parry. That's what you said before. All right. Oh. Oh, it's her low parry from back turn because you can't do it otherwise. Weird. Okay. Yeah, Wicked. It's okay to say that, right? We'll figure him out though. Low parry. Gotcha. Okay. So, what I'm kind of seeing here though, what I'm kind of seeing here is that while standing 1 might be our option for that Snake Edge situation. So that's what I'm going to train, because it seems like it's faster. I mean, obviously it's faster. It's faster. Which gives us more consistency if they choose to cancel it, right? So we'll do this one. To cancel back turn faster. Oh, really? All right, let's try that. Something like this. I actually need a block afterwards. Like that. I get the feeling oh, wow. What the heck? That's crazy. Because if we do this one... That's one thing. If we're really quick, maybe. Okay. If we're really fast on it... So what we have to be doing is we have to be doing it so quick. We have to be doing it so quick that we can catch it. That's crazy. That's some really, really crazy tech. Okay, so what we're gonna put down here is because this is a good consistency check. So down for 2, 3, cancel, down 1+3, block. Duck and while standing 1. That's like gonna be the training on that one. Down back 3, 4. What is this? And we're gonna keep both of these. Both of these are gonna stay, and then this one we're gonna reset. What is this? Down back 3, 4. Yep. What does this move do? Oops. Oh, it's down 3, 4. So what is this move? It's 0. That's pretty crazy. You can duck it, though. Okay. Duckable. 0 on block, duckable. Unless she gets you with forward 1+2 from back turn. What are we talking about now? Okay. That? It's 23 frames. It's 23 frames, right? So in CC, that's crouch cancel, right? Instant crouch cancel? Okay. Oops. Okay. I don't know. Because my move is 15 frames. So it's like, it seems not like it's going to work, but maybe I'm doing the wrong move. Even if I do it slowly. So it doesn't seem like it'll work. Wait, forward 1+2, it's a punch parry. Are you sure? Are we talking about the right move here? Okay. This is a punch parry? If the timing's that tight, to be honest, I'm comfortable with having my mind blown when it happens. And for now, yeah, I'm just going. I'm comfortable with having my mind blown when we see it happen to us. But it seems like for the most part, you know, we'll probably be dealing with Snake Edge for the purpose of Snake Edging us. They do down 3. Then when they block, they do AOP if you're a bit late to punish. Xiaoyu's taunt jet upper. Okay. So, like this. I think what you mean is 2-1 into Hypnotist. How do you Hypnotist here? Alright, well, let's try and keep things a little bit... Let's try and keep things, at least focusing on coming up with things to punish for now. This is a down 3-4. We'll go into Hypnotist in a second. We've got Cali Roll already. So I think this is what we've got that we want to practice for this first set of stuff. So we have, and I think I'll honestly put Cali Roll on here. I'll probably put Cali Roll on here because it's worth practicing. So we'll do that. So the first one's going to be Cali Roll. So we'll do, oops, do it again. No. Xiaoyu problems here. Ugh. Okay. I'm trying to do it quickly, but I know there's no point. Alright, so we have that. We have these next two are the two Snake Edge options. The next thing that we want is we want up back 4 as our Power Crush. And we're just going to block like that. And then the next one we want is down 4-2-3. This move. Yeah. Oops. Okay, and then we want back 4-1. We didn't even check this one earlier. I think I need to do that one again so that we block it. And then... And we already talked about the Snake Edge, and then the last one we'll do is just getting used to this duck. And that's it for now. That's all we're going to do for now. But let's go ahead and look at this Heat Engager and go from there. Yeah, Mellow Man, for sure. Like, you can kind of understand why, right? You can kind of understand more. Don't keep things simple if we're drilling Xiaoyu. That's fair, but also you have to keep things simple when you're coming up with a drill, right? But yeah, I mean, she's got a lot to her. You can play her pretty interestingly. This is -14. Wow. Heck yeah. And I realize there's a lot of these cancels here, but we're going to start here, basically, and go from there. So, to be honest, I like to start easy. So, let's go with this, I guess. Well, actually, not even... Is this the one that finishes it? Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. Getting into the... See, I can't even block it. So this is like starting with the easiest stuff so that we can get used to the animation. It's very weird mash. It's very weird animation. She also has down 4-2-1. I'll check it out real quick. See what down 4-2-1 is. Down 4-2-1. I feel like that's a different move. This. Yeah, I feel like we don't... This has to be a different input. Down forward, 2, 3. Alright, we'll table it for a second. But we are... As you can see, I'm already struggling with just this. That's okay. We're gonna get used to it, and we're gonna keep going. Okay. Let's add this to the mix to make sure we're doing it correctly. What's cool is that you can kind of input your while standing one a little early. But you'll notice that now we're kind of getting some inconsistencies here, but it's still useful. full crouch down forward one. Ooh, that's cool. You'll notice that what's happening is I'm somehow getting a down one instead of a while standing one. Okay, let's switch sides. Doing it from both sides too will help you with your reaction speeds and stuff. So I'm going to go back to this one. Is full crouch down for 2-1? Yeah, let's look at that real quick too. Also, while we're here. Probably not. For mid 15 frame launcher. Glucondator, it is because it's a spin. She does a spin and then does low, so it's kind of like blocking Bryan's wedge driver on reaction, which you can do. It's slow. Maybe. I mean, if it comes out of this, there is no... There's this. Is this what you're thinking of? Exactly. Like, maybe, because you notice this looks like an uppercut, and then you have this. I don't know if that's what you mean or not. Regardless, let's drill this out. Soaking rocks. It's going terribly, to be honest. It's she has a lot, and we have a lot to cover. And that's back 1+2, maiden. That's back 1+2. But yeah, there's a lot of the stuff that this character has, and like, so many things. Like, she can do this, she can do that. Yeah, probably Mellow Man. But we're also like, for now, I think we've got enough to work with. But yes, we do need to eventually play against it. This alone is hard. Because it is a hard to block move. Really? It used to be a different input? That's interesting. That's just gold ranks? I mean, maybe. We did play a lot of Xiaoyu, so that seems to be the case, though. I'm starting to get a sound cue from this. The snake hedge is giving me a sound cue. I have no idea if that's, you know, gonna be a problem. But that helps me react. So now if we add this to the mix... There's a sound difference, I think. Yeah, there's a sound difference. Yeah, she doesn't keep doing the sound when she cancels. So yeah, interesting. Yeah. That it's more like noticing it rather than... I don't know if there's anything else she does in this sound, though. Alright, let's start adding some more of this stuff. Let's add... What is this one? What was this one? Cali roll? Sure. We'll add Cali roll, and then we'll also add, this one? Yeah, that seems like a good one to add. So, switch the positions back now. So, reminding ourselves, this is minus 13, which means you get this. You do not get that. Alright, just getting used to the block timing of it, and then likewise when we put this on there. Cool. Just being ready for that. Cool. Let's put all of this together now and start right. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. My neutral is already bad and I'm getting mixed up by a bot. Yep, this is pretty funny. There's a lot of bad habits that we're already uncovering. I am going to take out the cancel here for a second because I think it's going to be more useful if we just like try to block it. 1-4-2-4 is guaranteed on back turn. We'll know if we try. This? Really? Let's try. Let's see if we can't get her to duck or something. In that case. So. I don't know if that worked. Maybe. Maybe. I'm down to, if he says it, I believe it. I'm going to use that when we're practicing in that case. Plus, this is way better damage, and it makes me feel a lot better about it. The game doesn't think it's a combo. But maybe it's like if you're really fast on the crouch cancel, you can block it. I don't know. I feel like we could catch that. We could confirm that if we switched sides so that Bryan was doing a punish. So we'll lab that afterwards because I don't want to lose all of these. I don't want to lose all of these recordings that we have. But we'll check it later. Yep. Nice, okay. That's pretty good. Didn't block the snake edge, though. Luckily, this Power Crush has a pretty forgiving window for punishing it, though. Oh my god, why do I keep getting hit? What happens if I do back 2-1, forward 3-1-3? Forward, wait, what even is that? Yeah, Wicked, we'll see if that works. Weird. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah. It seems to be this. But we'll, I'm gonna confirm it, after we practice some. Oh, man. But this is gonna take a second, as you can see. Part of, like, one way to get used to this is just, like, try and just guess what it's gonna be. And then it gets your mind a little bit primed to actually punish it, and then eventually you can just do it. See, wrong punish. It's a little awkward, but we'll get it. Where's the snake edge? Is it in here? There it is. Okay. When you do it wrong, it's so frustrating because she can parry it. We're gonna do it until there's another snake edge and block the snake edge. Oh my gosh, see? There it is. Alright, now we're gonna switch sides and do it on the other side. I think switching sides is very important to these types of practices because if you don't switch sides enough, then you're just not going to be able to do it on both sides. You need to get used to seeing this over and over again, right? But also, it's just like, you have to, Mellow Man, you just have to, like, really, like, make it easy for yourself to learn, right? Like, don't just throw yourself in the ringer. Like, start slowly. Start with the stuff that you know is going to struggle for you. Like, it looks different on this side. So do it from both sides. Keep switching. Look at chat or something. And eventually we'll be good at this. Oops, wrong one. And then we get snake edge. That scene's almost on theme. Snake edge? Where's the snake edge? I almost fell for it there. I almost ducked. Oh my gosh. This is why we're practicing. See, like, even against the bot, I'm struggling. Just to get that snake edge. And this is like definitely a personal quirk. Like, I'm the person that can't block snake edges. And this is why we started with a singular, like, replay as well. Because they were using a lot of moves that they liked. And because of that, being able to, like, punish that set of moves that they like to do, it's very helpful. Because, like, you're kind of, like, chunking it into one set, right? Oh my gosh. Until we block one snake edge. And I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it! I swear. Until we see one and block it. Yeah, I see it and then I react too slow. Where is it? Where is it? You KBD the snake edge? That's funny. For sure. Oops. We did it! We did one! It was sort of in the depths of my reactions too. I didn't really, like, consciously react to that. So now we're gonna switch sides again. We're gonna keep that snake edge in our mind and we're gonna do left side again. Jeez. Jeez! I'm looking for the sound cue at this point. Like, I know it's dangerous, but for now it's gonna be what we need to do. gosh. I'm just like ever so slightly slow, I think. Single... What are you talking about, Mellowman? Like just doing one frame of block for it? Oh, haha. That would be pretty funny, yeah. I see what you're saying. One more snake edge, please. The good news is, as while we struggle on this snake edge, we get way better at punishing the other stuff, right? I'm like not even thinking about this stuff. And that means when these moves get used, at least we're ready, right? Also, this snake edge is just not coming out. She's not doing it. It's like they know. I did it! I wasn't even looking. Alright, now we're going to switch sides again. Do it from the other side until we can get it. Oh my gosh. I don't curse a lot on this stream, but fuck, that's hard. I think, Mellowman, I struggle with a lot of snake edges. Even Bryan's, to be honest. Some of it's... I'm just not ready for people to even, like, use that as their option, right? Oh, man. So, I can feel it. I can feel it. Like, now my body is moving, or not my body, I'm blocking without thinking about it, and that's what we're looking for. I'm looking for us to not think too much about this. Alright, we're going to do one more of each side, and then we're going to add another move to this. Oops. Alright, looking for that snake edge still. Alright, and then we'll go to the other side. Nice. See? It's getting a little bit better. So now we're going to add another move to the mix. See what this one is. What is this? Okay. So let's see if we can punch this. Doesn't seem as consistent. So we'll just go for this. Let's go right back into it. Oh, they look the same. That's good. Yeah, snake edges deal a lot of mental damage, but really it's like no different than throwing someone. It's no different than throwing someone in the sense that you have to be like... You have to do the work. And you're essentially calling them out on having not done their homework. Oops. That snake edge is going to destroy me. Once it comes out, I can just feel it. Like, where is it? Jeez. Do I have a Fisherman's combo that makes it better than my While Standing 1 launcher? Yes. Well, okay, so Fisherman's is a better launcher. But the reason we're practicing While Standing 1 is because she's got to cancel for her Snake Edge. So because of that, She's got to cancel for her Snake Edge, and that duckable move doesn't seem like it's easy to confirm the duck into the Fisherman's. So because of that, I think while standing 1 is a better like reaction to have. Fisherman's doesn't seem like it can catch the back turn cancel very consistently against the Snake Edge, which is why we're kind of drilling while standing 1 so that we have a same reaction to the cancel and letting it rip. That was like my mindset here. Oh my gosh. Because if she does the cancel, I don't think the Fisherman's lands. So it's not so much that the combo is better, but just that the move itself is more consistent for here. That being said, there are situations for Xiaoyu specifically where there's some situations for Xiaoyu specifically where only one or the other will hit. But we haven't hit any of those moves yet. Alright, we're going to switch sides now that we got a block on Snake Edge. Oh my gosh, we get to switch back. Fisherman's is an awkward input, but it's still a lot of damage. It is a lot more damage. Nice. Nice. I'm starting to freeze up on these two moves because sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I saw. And that's good. Well, it's not good, but it's good that we are able to, like, try and differentiate it now. A bit slow there, you see. Until the next Snake Edge will switch. Oops, I ducked it. Starting to duck these, see? Because we're not familiar with these animations yet. And we're slowing down too. Look at this, I'm slowing down on everything. At least that one we've got consistent. And I'm also trying not to drill too hard looking at the screen, because that helps you kind of like be ready in actual match when you may be looking at something else. You know, just like kind of chilling here. Ugh. Finally came out. Yeah, see, like, that is the hardest move for me to react to, and I have no idea if it's just, like, I'm old? Or what? Nice, see? Just don't think about it too much. I think you can train yourself, Mela, but it takes some time. You're not just going to do it overnight. What I do is, like, I've practiced in the lab a lot at this point, and one of the things that I'll do is I will start by drilling and trying to see it and react to it, right? Just trying to see it and react to it, actively staring the whole time. Then I start, like, kind of mentally changing what I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that sound, I'm looking for the spin, whatever you're looking for. Like, try and, like, change what you're reacting to, react to all of it. Then you can react to all of it at once, and then try to, like, not react. Try to just let your body move, and let your body just do it. Like, that's helpful as well, right? Like, it's sort of, that's sort of the, like, try reacting to it so many different ways. Like, Sparagen had a very good throw break tip, which he said, like, stare at the infinity symbol in the middle of the screen, or like the timer in the middle of the screen. Don't react to what's actually happening on, like, don't look at the character, look at the timer and instead react to that. And then you'll get better at like just kind of seeing it in your peripheral vision or whatever, and that'll be helpful as well, right? It's like there's a lot of things you can be doing to try and like just get your body to just like react without spending a lot of brain power on it. And I think that's what's important. It's like being able to do it without thinking, right? Can't see it in your vision. Exactly. Oops. I'm starting to see it. Yeah, I can kind of tell. Oh my gosh, the snake edge. Oh my gosh, the snake edge. Well, this Cali roll we've got on lock. We ducked it. It's falling apart. So, once we add the last move, we'll be able to move on. But we're going to keep looking for this snake edge that's just getting us. I'm going to do one more. Try to get one more snake edge. Geez, see, it's so hard if I'm not dialed in for that one move. Yeah, it just catches me every time. That duck is just coming out slow for me. That's just awkward. Cool. Yeah, it's like if I don't pay too much attention to it, then it's like there. Alright, we're gonna have one more. We're gonna have the last move. What is this again? This. Should be able to react to this pretty easily. But it's just like an extra thing to think about. Hey, there you go, Wicked. Welcome to the No Snake Edge blocking club. Mellow Man, I'm leaving out the cancel. So this is the cancel for now. Because we can't even block it right now. See? So for now, I don't think it's worth including it for now. Uh-oh. Oops. Nice. Alright, I'm going to stop for a second. I think I'm tired. I think I'm tired. That must be it. Because this can also be exhausting. That's the thing that's really, really crazy, right? Like, if the move startup is over your age and you can't react to it, you're cooked. I mean, it took me, for throw breaks, it took me probably 6 months to a year to really get consistent at them, and it was lots and lots and lots of practice. Like, I would incorporate throws into this stuff as well. So really, the first ones take a long time. But I think the new ones, like, adding more moves to that list, you get better at, like, training yourself for it, and the later ones get easier to do. So we'll do this maybe on, like, 2 full rotates, probably, until we can get this snake edge, and then we will write it down and keep going for some of our other stuff. See, I can't do it. I'm looking for it. I'm just going to react to the other stuff. I'm going to look for that, for the snake edge. It's just slow. The good news is that the other stuff I can kind of just ignore. And I think that's maybe what I'm going to do, is I'm going to sort of like pseudo-ignore the rest of this stuff. And just look for that snake edge. There we go. Alright, that's 1/2. Let's switch and go to the other side. Nice. That's 1. One more rotation. Nice. We're getting there. All right. It's getting hard again. But I'm still just looking for the snake edge. Where's the snake edge? There it is. See, we can kind of, like, if we're looking for it, we can do it. And we're not very close to just doing it subconsciously, but at least we have, like, a start, right? Alright, so let's write down what we did, right? What are all these moves that we did? So, we're going to talk about Xiaoyu Drill 1. So, Xiaoyu Drill 1. Number 1. We had, based off of the other thing that we had, so we had Cali Roll 3+4. So we had Cali Roll 3+4 into Punch Berry. So, and then we're going to lab if that even was real, but 3+4 into back, probably 1+3. Dr. Pupper, how's it going? I am finally trying to conquer my Xiaoyu demons today. Short TLDR backstory was we hit Tekken God yesterday for the first time. Promptly lost it, partially because we played against a lot of Xiaoyus, lost pretty much every single match, and it was just a complete wash. So it's time to learn and get better at this. And this is 1, 4, 2, 4. Yeah, punish with our punish. And then the next thing we did was down forward 3, block, and while sitting 1. The next one, you can launch her for Cali Roll 3+4? Really? Really? What do I do against... We were talking about that earlier. Okay, so what is... Like that? And that's real? She can't duck it? And then what do I do for the combo? Is this something like this? That's most consistent. What's my ender here? Like something like this? Oh, that's not even gonna work. Oh, do 1+2 at the end? Okay. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. We beat Cali Roll. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's crazy amount of damage. I feel like... you can get even more from that, right? Maybe? don't know. I guess you can't float him after you do a heat dash, so maybe there's no way to, like, effectively turn him around. Huh. Well, I don't think so, drop pink. We can try it, though. Yeah. The one here has to be delayed. It's okay. Interesting. Back 2-4 after the one, but it's not inconsistent. It's not consistent. Wow, that's not consistent. Yeah, what? That's weird. Weird. And you don't have enough time for that. This seems fine. I mean, who's complaining about 97 damage, right? Like, who's complaining about 97 damage? Just do it. Plus, you can probably do, I don't know, something like this. I'm improvising here, but like, I'm trying to do basically a sidesteps cancel into heat. Ooh, I'm doing it something like this, basically. Like, you can do that. Back 2-4, dash up, down 3-2, like this. Instead of, we can try it. No, it still doesn't hit that 4 consistently. I think it's her character size combined with the back turn makes it hard. And this part's kind of hard. But this is great. Like, you can do this. This is great. That's a lot of damage. That's 110 damage if she does it, like, if you've just done, like, a little bit of damage to her, that's great. You just win. So anyway, not to mention, you can get her to the wall with that, right? Now you can turn her around properly for the wall, too. I think Wicked Maiden, my guess, just from trying it a few times here, is that it is awkward. It's no different than this. It's just awkward. It's just an awkward input that you might mess up. But the thing is, you're not... Yeah, if you're visually basing it, sure, but you should probably just, like, lock that into your own memory, basically. So, okay, let's add that here. 1, 4, 2, 1, delay 1. So that actually works. Cool. Thank you so much for telling me that, Pupper. Because chat was talking about it earlier. We couldn't what was the word? We weren't sure if it would work, and we weren't even sure if what I was trying would, like, we weren't even sure if this worked because we hadn't lapped it. So yeah, down forward 3, we have to block, obviously. Then the next move that we were trying was up back 4, which is her power crush. So up back 4, up forward 2, minus 13, minus 13, up forward 2, 2, 2, 3. I'm gonna put here like the usual, like minus 30 or whatever, stagger low. And for this one, I think this is minus 11, right? And then the next one that we did was Down for 2-3. I think the next one's down for 2-3. So, yeah, that's our high wall splat option. Down for 2-3. Down for 2-3. Low, high. Duck, and while standing 1. Yeah, that's what I thought I saw. Then we have back 4-1. That's the heat engager. Back 4-1. Minus 14 heat engage. Jet upper. And then finally, we had down 3-4. Down 3-4. Low, high. Duck, and while standing 1. So yeah, that is what we were practicing. You love hitting it, but they never do it again. I mean, that's great. That's good. Like, that's the point, right? You need a lockout Cali roll or make them more afraid to do it, because then it breaks the mix up. Because now all of a sudden they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna Cali roll into you and you know, do like what's one of her like lows, right? Like maybe it's 4. No. What does she do? Where's the? I don't know. But like they'll do Cali roll and then try and do this like sweeps or something, or they'll try and do something, right? Cali roll. But yeah. Like this or something, right? Like you've broken their spirit and now they're going for silly stuff like this. And it's like, well, if they go for this, like now all of a sudden you can start disrespecting it. Like, you know, or I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's something, right? There's something probably really good. I don't know. But, or even just this probably. And you're just turning, like if they did that to this, you get hit. But now you can just start disrespecting it with orbital or something, and you're trying to like turn off the move basically. Anyway, I think it's worth having like the strongest disincentivizing answer to it is kind of what. So I'm really glad that we settled on that. So with that being said, though, I don't know what is the most effective use of our time for the rest of this. I think what I want to do. Let's see. So we have this drill number 1. I think what we want to. I'm going to practice this drill for the rest of this week. I'm going to try and practice this for the rest of this week. I think what I want to do next is we don't have enough time to go through Hypnotist, but what I want to do is I want to see. We'll just go through the replays against the other player and see if there's anything that they were doing, because they were playing pretty tight. And I want to see if there is a lot of this stuff that we were talking about. I want to see how much of it they were actually doing, right? Because I thought they kind of weren't doing it, right? But maybe they actually were, and that would be pretty good to see. So let's see. This is going to be painful to watch, but you know, this is the price of progress. The Ling tax, exactly. I want to stop paying the Ling tax. So, I'm just going to look at a little bit of the sequencing. Gets into back turn, tries to launch us, immediately does a down jab because it didn't work. And then is using low crouch stance moves to get through. Shoulder into shoulder kind of makes me upset. This actually kind of makes me upset because I've seen this against a lot of Lings now. See, they did it, they're -5, and they just went for it again. Can you 1-4 to delay 1 them on that as well? Because they're -5 and you're just countering them out of it? I don't even know. It seems like a cool hard call out if you like catch them in back turn. Maybe let's try it. I don't know. Let's try it. I want to see if I can do it. So let's do player 1 control here. Oh, from there. Okay. Oh, it turns her back around. Never mind. So... yeah, you could just forward 3 that. But, like, so many links seem to do this. They seem to, like, link shoulders even though it's -5. And I don't know what I'm afraid of yet. I'm assuming you're saying you wouldn't do 1-4 because it doesn't actually turn him back around. Or you're saying you wouldn't mash against shoulder, if that's what you mean. For my curiosity here, I'm gonna see what are the frames on 112 or 122. -9, okay. Yeah, she can just turn around. Got it. Yeah. Don't mash against Xiaoyu. That's fair. That's fair. What I mean against mashing, though, is like frame trapping. You know, it's like taking your turn back when they're -5 and doing something dishonest. Because I think the thing is that, like, yeah, characters like this, there are a lot of times you're not supposed to take your turn back, but there are times where you're supposed to take your turn back if you can recognize it. And what I'm trying to figure out is, at least that's what I think, and what I'm trying to do is recognize those windows. Gotcha. I mean, even turned her back around just getting interrupted on counter hits. So even just getting hit turned her back around. That low is going to be something we're going to have to follow up on next time. That sidestep 3, I think it is. That was really unfortunate. We'll also probably have to cover that. Good punish. So she was trying to catch us at the wall here. Yeah, I think we're going to start dealing with the back turn stances and how exactly they can poke you out, because we're seeing a lot more like methodical poking from this sling. That's like the more like normal stuff we're used to seeing. She's probably going to do that sidestep 3 again, huh? Oh no, we did something and whiffed it. Okay. Hello this time? We actually dealt with that okay. We blocked and sidestepped out. That was actually not bad, too. Oh. Yeah, we're mashing. You see this? Okay, so this is what I think someone was telling me about before, which is this is the danger of this move, right? So watch this. Oh, she did a different move. This one. So this move we talked about having a low high that you can duck under and launch it. What this person did, they instead stayed in crouch and then tried to launch us like this, right? And I think this is the danger that we're being warned about, and it's sort of like the next level of this. And it's only -3? That's crazy. Holy crap. What do? You just like... you just sidestep? I guess? I guess? I guess? Whiffing a move and continuing to mash. Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I'm gonna talk about... I'm gonna throw that in these notes here, though, as far as for this down, what is it? Where was it? This down 3. Not down 3. Down 3, 4. I'm just gonna put, like, an asterisk in here and say down 3, crouch, while standing like 2 or whatever that is. Glucon, probably not, because this is a launch. Like, just with punishing it. Like, if we, sorry, I need to go back to player. Like, if we look at this situation. See? This is a punish. Like, you can get a lot of damage off of that. And I'm not even very good at my back turns. But this would be a good time to learn them, especially in this matchup. I don't even know. But, like, yeah. So anyway, we will go back to the replay now. Anyway, she blew us up here. Low poke. That's cool. So at least her heat smash isn't that good. But she has a... Doesn't she have a low version too? So that one would be good. All of a sudden we were like kind of like fighting back a bit. But yeah. And then she got us with sidestep 3. Okay. Too bad. So... we learned something pretty interesting there, especially like in context with the down 3-4s that we were talking about, though. So let's look at the next replay.
Get ready for the next
Also,
battle.
notice the punishment thing, the punishment suggestion pretty much didn't suggest anything.
Round 1. Fight.
Sidestep 3 again. Ooh, she went for it. You see that? She went for the same move while standing 2. What is that move unblocked? 0? And it forces crouch? Wow, what a good move. We're just pressing. We're just trying to press anything. I got the impression that my heat smash would be consistent. I remember thinking because it's got a lower hitbox now. But not always. What'd she do here? Does this at +4. Does this as -4, but has pushback. Or like she reels back and then she hits us with this. Okay. Bad combo is fine. Didn't block that either, which would have been nice. Okay. Yeah, see, these sidestep 2s as a, what's the word? Like, as a neutral tool are quite good. Like, I feel like I really want to, like, how do you... I need to figure out how to... What am I looking for to punish if they're doing that? So, see, I'm getting a lot of mock kicks on accident here. Wow, that's got good range, too. That works. I guess if you can really time it... if you can really time it, you can do a 4-4-1. I think this is actually maybe the best option because you can also catch it if you just like can stuff it and see that you can kind of like get in. It seems like the best option in this situation, like using that to try and get around it. But if you're really fortunate, you can probably catch the timing like this. See, that wasn't a punish. What just happened there? Yeah, it seems hard to do forward 4-1, but I like quarter circle forward 1+2. I like quarter circle forward 1+2 a lot here. Not to mention, you can kind of like use it early. Yeah, I like that the best. Okay. Good to know. Let's keep going. So run away and quarter circle forward 1+2 is kind of like where my head is at for neutral right now. Sure. Okay. Just got poked out there. We're getting impatient. You can see it. I'm getting upset. Or at least frustrated. Nice. Yeah, quarter circle back 1, maybe not great. But yeah, see here, if this had been what happened here, like we would have probably gotten very close to killing them if we blocked that instead, right? But I think they were picking up on our impatience. That's why they went for that. All right, let's finish these last 2 replays without maybe, without pausing too much, and then we'll wrap things up here.
Round 1.
Yeah, that would have been a different scenario exactly. If we had just blocked one thing, but like I think that's sort of what we're trying to like also convince ourselves mentally of is like, oh wow, if we just blocked that, they might have died. You know, like that's a good way, that's a good mindset to have, because then it's like maybe I just block here, you know. So, pointing out this is the same player. We matched him again later in the day.
Round 1. Fight.
Well, down four's not bad there. You see that I'm already changing my mindset here. I'm like, all right, we're going to space you out with down fours. What's the worst that can happen? While running moves, jumping moves, like slash kick type moves to try and get in, too. Sure. She's using a lot of spacing keep out there. And we got blown up somehow. What happened here? Does this. She mashed with a power crush at -9. We caught that. We did this because she mashed again. And then she ducked and got us. Okay. Something we've been working on is finding the 1 or 2 moves to block even if the game promotes immediate timing. I totally agree. Yes, I totally agree. It seems immediate timing is the name of the game here. Shadowski, how's it going? You got the tail end of our lapping. Got a little overzealous there, but I think it was the right idea. But we got to make sure the move goes on their guard. Whoa, is that the move that we could have, I think so. Yeah, that's the move we could have ducked. Okay. The jumping move, I feel like, is going to be the next thing we have to figure out. I really feel like it's probably just an answer is like sidestep and poke at range. That seems to be like what I'm thinking. But we don't really have to play this. I feel like we're at a disadvantage playing 2D Tekken against her. That has to be the answer to some degree. Like there, if we're just like moving to the right or the left, we can probably get a punish, right? But yeah, we're playing our heart out here, trying to space her out and everything. Those quarter circle back ones were not good though. We should have been doing a quarter circle forward 1+2 probably. Good save. Should have been 1+2. Hard break. Alright. And then let's watch the last game we played against this person and go from there. But I think honestly we like We honestly started improving. We had a better plan. It didn't pan out, but we had a better plan. Our last one.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. Last one.
Round 1.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even just, like, this was without labbing. This was, like, thought about it, played against some other people, came back, came in with that new strategy. Didn't work out, but we were, like, getting better, right? And you'll notice that after that, quarter circle back 1 actually landed. Because we, like, kind of had, like, an answer to what they'd been doing, and now they weren't just, like, in as many high crush, like, situations. That was lazy, what we just did there. Online is treasure battle. Exactly, yeah. Your rank doesn't really matter. Like, yes, it's gonna show your improvement over time, but, like, it doesn't matter. It's not like your rank gives you an edge when you go and play a tournament. Shadowski, do I have tips to get out of Fujin? You've been stuck there for a while. Is it strategy that needs changing or labbing specific characters? I don't think there's anything you can do as long as you're sorry, let me rephrase that. As long as you're improving, all of them will help. If you want a Bryan specific tip, I would say really get good at down 4 neutral. Really get good at down 4 neutral. That's all that matters. Down 4 and down back 3, if those are like your core moves, you use them all the time and you're winning with those moves, you're going to get out of Fujin ranks. And if you can't, for myself, I couldn't get out until I mastered that. That's what I would say. And it's boring. It's boring, it's scary, and you're going to lose a lot. But if you get really good at experimenting with that, and just being able to, like, bully people with those moves and use it to set up whiff punishes and stuff like that, yes, more low poking, but not with Hatchet. With down 4. Down 4 and down back 3. Get good at using those moves. Get good at winning rounds without using Hatchet and only using down 4s to low poke. And then you can bring the Hatchet back in. But, like, that's sort of like, if you feel like, dang, I'm, like, blowing people up now, that's a good sign. Like, down 4 into backdash and they do a move and you jet up it. Like, it's such a good situation to be in. But that is, it's boring advice, but it's advice. It's advice for sure. Of course, everyone's different. The fact that first of all was an aerial hit and then went over the AOP, I remember this from yesterday. It was wild. Yeah, she tried to, like, catch my jab from the first game. We'll have to talk about AOP after, like, -9 and use that to figure out what we're going to do.
Round 2. Fight.
So one thing I want to point out is Hypnotist stance doesn't seem to matter. Like, labbing Hypnotist is fine, but neutral is what's getting us killed. Neutral, AOP, neutral and AOP, like, taking your turn back, basically. That's what we need to look into next time. Because, like, against characters like Yoshi, you already kind of get used to that mindset. But Yoshi, it's like, I'm just going to sit here and let you flash and see what happens. Whereas Xiaoyu, I don't know what to do if they're going to AOP in that situation. So that's what we're going to lab next time. Down back 2 was really good, but I've been told that it's less good in Tekken 8. Also, there's that, like, crouching 2 that we kind of need to look into. Amount of ducking was very, very frustrating. Yep, they hit us with the snake edge there, see? Was that the snake edge? It was. Man. It still is in this game? Okay. I was told it whiffs more, but we can look into it. Yeah, I heard the consistency got worse in this game. Again, if we had blocked that move, we would have won. If we had blocked that move, we would have won. That's what we're learning, is that we're seeing all of these things that if we had applied it into those rounds, would have been a different situation. We could have won. So we're gonna put down here, next time on Xiaoyu. -9 into AOP scenarios. Okay. I mean, like, honestly, you're a much better player than me, Pupper, and I don't have as much down back 2 experience anyway. So it's hard for me to, like, you know, this is just what I'm hearing, basically. It's not, I don't have hard proof or evidence one way or the other, so I like hearing what everyone has to say about it. AOP and neutral. I just want to talk about this one because I'm like, ugh, what do I even do? Can y'all see these notes? Yeah, you can. So I'm going to turn off this so that we can see it better. So we want to talk about AOP and neutral as well. -9, we'll do it like this. We also want to talk about, for next time, I want to do sidestep 3. I still want to talk about sidestep 3 neutral. In neutral. Per sidestep 3. Back turn. Back turn stance. Back turn stance pressure is probably what's getting us into more trouble than any of the other ones. Like, we don't really need to talk about Hypnotist. Hypnotist is good. Hypnotist is good, but it's not, like, huge, you know? Like, it's not coming up a lot, is what I'm trying to say. So it's like, yes, we need to understand it, but we're not even finding ourselves in those situations. And then the last one that I kind of want to just look into is, like, jab into crouching, back turn down 2. Like, I don't know what the heck that thing is. But it's, this Xiaoyu was using it a lot, and that means there has to be some sort of, like, thing to it that is not just high crushing, right? So that's what we're going to do for next time. So with that being said, let's go to the main menu. Let's turn our thing back on, even though we're not going to play anymore, and, like, do a little bit of a wrap-up. So, like, this is supposed to be a ranked stream. We were supposed to jump back into rank, go, you know, catch some hands and play. But at the end of the day, we were presented yesterday was essentially an emergency. Like, hey, there's a lot of Xiaoyus on the ladder. There's a lot of Xiaoyus hanging around the Tekken God, at least from a single day of data. We are, like, it's getting bad. We're just, like, completely getting washed in all of the games. We only won one because our opponent played in a manner that gave us at least consistent enough of a manner that we finally figured out how to beat it, and it was barely beating it. I don't even know if we could have done it again. So it was like, all right, we're going to sit down. We are going to lab Xiaoyu now. We're going to lab it while our memory on it is fresh, while our emotions on it are fresh, and come up with, like, things to do and things to improve on, as well as a plan for the matchup. And we're going to try it next time we play against Xiaoyu. So, I want to put this drill up. I'm going to caveat the down 3-4 at the bottom here. Like, there's an asterisk on this one, which is, like, beware, duck into while standing 2. Because maybe this one's not actually worth labbing in that manner. Because it doesn't seem like we really need to, we just need to know that that's something that's happening, right? But anyway, this is our drill that we had. It's pretty, I'd say it's pretty decent for us. It gave us a lot of things to think about. We'll do another drill. We'll come up with another drill the next time we lab, and we'll drill it live. And then for next time, just to, like, yeah, we're going to have to kind of start looking into AOP for the next session, as well as some of her neutral tools that she uses that are very good. And just figuring out why does the character work. Back turn stance pressure, I think, is scarier than the other stuff because it seems to be between back turn and AOP is really how she's stealing turns and stuff like that. I think AOP is more figuring out how do you take your turn back in a way that's safe against AOP. And then back turn is more just figuring out what is happening so that we know maybe the options that... Back turn, I think, is more of the, okay, if this happens, how do I need to react in order to live? So I think back turn is more of an actual stance. AOP is more just figuring out a plan for taking our turn safely. So that is kind of the idea here. And then I put that jab into crouching back turn down too, just because I don't know what that move is, and I want to figure. We'll just, like, cover that for a little bit next time as well. But yeah, that was our session today. It was worth doing, even though there was less to watch. So let's go ahead and do our sign off. If you're coming from YouTube, be sure and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us grow. We really love seeing the new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTiban. That's VonTiban. We stream Bryan Tekken on Saturdays and Sundays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. So come check us out there. Our variety stream, which happens on Thursday evenings, is going to be us labbing characters like this, or it's going to be playing other characters. I'm currently going through a Devil Jin phase where I'm trying to learn how to play that character just because I think he's cool. But those are Thursday evenings, 8:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. Central Time. And when we have makeup streams, Wednesday evenings, 8:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. Central Time. All of this is in your description down below if you didn't catch that, as well as a link to our Discord if players trying to get better at the game together. So come check it out. And yeah, I hope your Xiaoyu labbing goes well. I hope you can take this mindset and apply it towards other characters that you may be struggling against as well, and kind of taking this as a template for how to try and break down and come up with something you can claw back in those matchups, and realize that it will take some time to get better. But with that being said, thank you so much for the support as always, whether or not it's coming from live or from the recording. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.